She's one of her fellow colonists, a friend she knew from her earlier life. Would know kill the order's fake. She went to search of Don and Cam to see if he left a coded message on a communication device similar to what you found in the N-ray range. Alright, yeah, fine. Nope. Okay, nothing here.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me here on Cloister. It's not too far.
Up there. Oh boy.
Okay. Don't touch the loot! Just give him a second.
Enemy spotted. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Every area is now.
Over here!
You. I don't know you. But you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it. Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Maybe I deserve to be. I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the Exalted Leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm sorry, Asa.
If you're truly sorry, you'll help us avoid the Sentinels. What can we do?
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
Better if we can get the help so we can confront them.
You make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me. That gin must have muddled my gray matter more than I thought. I'd have sworn there was no way out of this, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. And thank you, Asa. I thought I was dead.
What an idiot. I can't believe I thought of him as a friend. I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a cat. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system. We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Alright, let's go give you some answers. Back on the ship. Yeah, okay, let's go. stabbing at the shadows. I think this is the central. Yeah, central control. I was here. And there are no enemies. This place is a ghost. Yeah, I was already here. Ooh. The passcode. Here we go. From D Sharp, Project Aza, current status. Aza still lives despite the killer, the incompetence of my so-called cultist leaves me once again humiliated and offering my deepest apologies. To rectify the state of affairs of sending cadre of sentinels to extinguish her life. No, I beg her. After she's dead, I'd like... No.
Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Good thing you didn't start with much, then.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
If Dagmar is in this area, she's already dead. Let's hold off on the disemboweling. She's already dead. Love your kid. This is a loyalty mission. Love your consistency is
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
What melee for? No, you better stop explaining why you betrayed Aza.
Oh, she's dead already. But I might make it quick if you have a good explanation for your betrayal.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? But I must say, when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest, I knew you were the perfect...
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
It'd be like you used Aza before.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies?
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You were always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course, and the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
I know you're upset, but let's take this discussion. No. We'll discuss methods later, but I agree she must die. Saving our king from the cult. I know you're upset, but let's...
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response.
I'm just saying we should know. We've got to kill her. Let's go. That's where Aza was. 49 meters away. How is she alive? Everybody's fucking dead. I killed everyone. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. Each and every one. How did I miss Dagmar?
Imbeciles! How did you let Aza get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!
Downstairs, I've been down here. Everybody's... Oh, closing in!
That was definitely something.
Hi there.
Just take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay free.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Isn't it that?
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
I thought I got it. Alright, let's see what we
Ah, you're still alive. Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Asa get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
No, no, no. Let them talk. And let her deal with it.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why.
Why did you do it?
Why'd you do it? And why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Alright, I'm shocked that filing a vulnerable person's head with lies. And how exactly was starting a violent cult? This one.
The consul feared that the sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the consul set to creating a challenge for the sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Which is when you decide to make Asa the first real cultist. Exactly.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways.
Alright. Well, nothing but the killing. Alright, let's do it! Here we go. Come on!
She's dead.
I know she betrayed your trust, I'm sorry. Alright, yeah, but did you see the fear in her face when she realized she was going to... Who the fuck wrote this? Oh my. I know she betrayed your trust, I'm sorry. But it's what she deserved. Not quite.
Not quite. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole... Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
17! Fuck that. That sounds reasonable.
I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
Okay, we can deal with these personally. If it comes to that, it's better than nothing. Don't ever change Asa. Excellent.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
From Dagmar. report. If my intuition was correct, I found the perfect cultist. With the right prompting, one of my scientists is planning to become an agent of chaos needed to fully focus the Sovereign's attention. Making her completely dependent on me was shockingly easy. It seems a lifetime of isolation and loneliness was primary to the age that I tell her. And she now thinks of me as her only confident and someone she can look to for guidance. Alright. The move. Progress report. As per your plan, the send to cultist places where they cause most disruption has been working magnificently. Unfortunately, the religious fervor is beginning to bear them, and we're losing more of the rest every day. Okay, and the last one. My glorious cause. So my attempts to reign in Asia have been unsuccessful, but I'm certain that time I'll be able to bring her to heel if I may be too bold to humbly inquire, Your Eminence. Move. It's really such a bad thing to lose a few vigilant here and there. It keeps the threat of our glorious stone in the forefront of their minds, which in turn applies more and more pressure to Sovereign himself. Alright. Personal logs, the killer. I know it's mistaken, but to actually witness this and become the hollow leader of her former subs has been difficult. If the pain is she's finally releasing after leaves is dumping her down, hard to admit, the fondness I once had for her is turn revulsion when she's emptiness in her eyes. Okay, and then mental refreshment. I find myself thoroughly dismayed at the council's announcement. How can we have gotten to this place? The Sovereign and mental refreshment is unthinkable. How could our plan get the Sovereign to fulfill the role as our interior of not only his father's legacy, but that the matriarch herself have failed so utterly? Nothing matters. Okay. It's this way. Turn around. Now we gotta come back here too. One more. Alright. Listening for a clue. Rendezvous with Virgil at the Vox Relay. Your ship recovered a mysterious message from Virgil, Tristan's co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. Okay, we go to the Vox Relay. That's and we'll go to the incognito.
It's strange how I ended up. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even. The cult needs me. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult... What are we standing around jawing for? There's... Such as?
Alright, so yeah, we have to do another mission.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
No. We need Tristan. Back it up, try again. Alright, let's get our character right this time. We need not you, but you. Okay, where are we at? Rendezvous with the box relay. Which, yeah, right there. Oh, we get to go back here. How fantastic. Okay, let's do this. Are there?
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will comply with his request.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
You're outmatched and outnumbered, son of a perfect. This might be the one. Wait, let's slow down, see what's going on. I'll take that. Sentinel isn't a few, Virgil. How about this one?
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender!
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
No, agreed. We can fight later. Let's focus on the Sunday for now.
Agreed.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
What actions does Tristan have to explain? I think that's good.
Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious...
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
I'm surprised neither Arbiter here has already judged you for trying to push them around. Interesting. Why didn't you go when the consul summoned you? That sounds pretty good.
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a Canid's invitation to dinner.
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the consul. I viewed answering his summons as contradictory with my present duties, and chose to...
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
This conversation is a farce, but Tristan and I are equals. I wish not to act.
For my part, I may suspect the consul's agents, but I do appreciate that the circumstances of their role is... If a fellow Protectorate citizen engages me in combat, I am within my rights to defend myself. But this sentinel has come to... From his perspective, I could almost see his point.
It's good to be understanding, but we have something to do and do it seriously. Seems like signing off with your servers is much worse than anything you did. Sounds like philosophy.
Quite right. What do you have in mind? Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
That's because a bond is direct to me. I was leading into my criminal hideout, but he stopped us. We're a strange pair. That's the best one.
Yes. When you ran through burning leaves to save those Protectorate children, I knew you'd...
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders, accosting you illegally.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains an...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
I thought the consul killed your mother. Any of these are good.
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to...
This is all clearly attacked on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself.
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange.
Or it is yet another falsity.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
Now I think about it, you're really okay with sounds good. Observation 2.
I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is...
I shall follow him out, just to certify. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubt.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
Stick with me now. For someone not trained in the art of this, and with a life like mine, you're either real. These are terrible. Dear God.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into... Let us do just that.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to convert. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact.
Level 27. coaling post. Coaling post. The tip you acquired from the Sentinel mentioned a secret room on Oculus coaling post. Let's go see what this is. Oh, it's a new planet. Cool. Very cool.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. These security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We best tread carefully.
Let me know when you need an extraction.
Be a most ignoble place to end up.
Our commander hangs from a thread. Lethal measures at the ready, Commander. Mediate! Lethally!
Beautiful tenders, we shall soon find ourselves here automated. Okay, docking log purged. What's the automation? Anything else here? Okay. Let me get the turrets.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Pay 10 XP.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal.
Input a passcode requirement. I don't know the passcode, just gotta find it.
Activating that terminal sealed the room. We can search for the password to proceed, or, I suspect, triggering the defenses will do the same. Your decision, Commander.
written scribbles all around. Yeah, this is the passcode. I don't. There's no way I can. Birth directory passcode. This is good to go. Error. Cannot verify credentials. Initiating station alert. Unsealing security room. Logging demerit. And here we go. Let's rock.
I shall not stay your execution! This is the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sovereign. Mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
I shall reduce you to a Let's not go unseen.
Be wary for anything. Maybe a clue as to the hidden room's location.
Right there.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protected room before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
Oh, it's right there.
There.
Passcode is Limber.
Amulet.
No. Let's try Amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's Gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
This is the choice.
Believe me, I need no encouragement. Luther Okada, you stand accused of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign, of espionage, of informational theft. For these crimes, I find you guilty of all counts. Prepare for absolution.
If I must die, I will die fighting on my feet.
That's at an end, it would seem. Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis.
Okay. Welcome, Supreme Arbiter. Subject error empty. Message contents deleted. To my esteemed sovereign, I message to inform you of our recent casualty estimates of my arbiters. In the last year of fighting, we lost several thousand of Arcadia's finest. This doubles those lost in the first years of fighting together. Each subject taken from us by protectors' enemies have been revenged in hundredfold, but losses continue to mount. God, it's enters. Council visits. The council has requested a meeting with me at my quarters on Prey. Exact intent uncertain, but no doubt involves some complicated investigation. Never expected to be necessary to return this location after its automation of sovereign and ensure that the central control is perfectly safe. Yet as we start to go on the bridge with the complete withdrawal of our forces, old assumptions are somewhat cosmic dust. My pupils progress tolerably. Latest experiment period of unsupervised leave on Bastion for a week. 37 hours total, 6 executions. Listening devices got article saying the council's mustache looks like a bread. Display that the lack of tact will need to be severely reprimanded. Sure, there will say that we can easily be hurt. Okay.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the cons. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. What could Sub Rosa want with one of our abandoned stations? How could they have known there was anything of note here? Seems this is a question. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I wish I could take more solace in Okada's death. Alas. Worry? My only worry is that still other vermin plague. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully we'll grow ever closer to discovering the And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Where'd the body go? We gotta talk to Tristan.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. Excellent. I look forward to it.
Yeah, and I know exactly where
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
This is probably who I'm gonna take in the final fight. Tristan and Niles. I want to see his skills though. Let's look at the companions. Let's look at Tristan. Holy hell, we got a ways to go. He's what, level? Okay, enemies are more likely to target Tristan. Nah. Every 3 melee attacks by Tristan activates this hammer's... Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Next one. When choosing to start a fight using dialogue, Tristan will always taunt enemies. No, that's not useful. When choosing to start a fight using dialogue, Tristan will always fight enemies in addition to any other speech attack effect. That's interesting. Taunted causes aggression. Frightened, that's even... The target flees from combat for 8 seconds, not automax. Don't care. They're both meh. Next one. Alright, here we go. While Tristan is exposed to Zyranium, he rapidly regenerates his health. But we have to be exposed. When Tristan is in Zyranium, his companion ally recharges considerably faster. I will take that one. Next. Enemies are taunted by Tristan's companion ability or goaded. Instead, goaded enemies do not use cover and take additional damage. Okay, okay. What's the other one? When using his companion ability, Tristan is frenzied with a duration, while frenzy to deal bonus melee damage. That's better. And the last one here. These are good. Steel Wool. Tristan gains temporary health at the start of combat. That's a no-brainer. After killing a target, Tristan terrifies him. We want the... It doesn't work on auto mechs. We'll take that one. Good. Alright, cool. Let's go back here to Niles. And Niles has... Niles' companion ability now goads rather than taunts. Goaded enemies have reduced attack speed, step out of cover, and do not use cover for the duration of effect. Niles' companion ability now fires 6 shots. That's a no-brainer. There we go. Cool. I think this is the party. A lot of perk points, we'll deal with that later. A lot of skill points. And, yeah, well, nothing we can do there. Okay, we go to the central console. And we go up to the top floor. I remember this. So we have to go all the way upstairs, take that elevator.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I...
Some order settlement, you notice it, press switch, push it. Something rambles on the floor nearby, we unlock something.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it.
Tristan. Alright.
I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. We simply must live to see it through. You must finish it.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes... How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
From Senior Arbiter Ashton. Supreme Arbiter, it's my regret to inform you that over the course of the last week we lost a new cadres with arbiters who fight on the cloister. Their unit was ambushed by a large number of Order. We shall doubtless prevail on cloister. I'll see you as my dying breath. Wonderful. I met with another arbiter today at the conclusion of your wake. I didn't glean her name. I cannot say whether she volunteered it. She was one of the extensive line of well-wishers of condolences of those seeking comfort to give and to take. She thanked me for the insight, but I realized shortly after it was not my insight, it was yours. Okay.
Even could get my hold.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Yes, I'm fine. Because I think my mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus. Unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a...
There's a simpler explanation here, Tristan. You're just refusing to see it.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense. Don't Tristan me. Just because the situation looks dire doesn't mean... Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you...
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few Arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... What am I saying? I need not
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked Arbiter is
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort.
Let's save that. When you seem a little green to be tracking down wayward arbiters, that's good. There are a lot of accusations to throw around. No, we're not going to calm down.
How dare you? I may be a junior arbiter, but I'm not going to let someone I heard that Arbiter Rao had left his post without leave some time ago, and chose to track him down. Following the trail has not been a simple matter, but I did not let that deter me.
Arbiters this intense, you seem pretty resourceful. I take it you're doing this for some kind of promotion.
The fact that I could say the same to Arbiter Rao is why I am here. An Arbiter, as senior as himself, traipsing off to do architect knows what, hampers the war effort 10 times as much as my presence here. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. That question would have been easier prior to our traveling together. I've spared others at your behest. I shall speak plainly. I would rather spare her, as her devotion to justice seems to match my own. But duty dictates I answer her accusations earnestly. As I have not done wrong, her accusations are slander, and therefore must be punished.
Turn to Niles, I don't care. What she's saying is right, actually. You should let her judge you. Maybe you won't die. Top one. This one. They're both good. That one's the best.
Hardly. She could not remind me of myself, for were I in her place, I would know better than to accost my superiors. I have been taught to uphold justice by any means necessary. Her accusations are grave enough to be answered with violence. But I understand. I don't like thinking thus. It toes the line of traitorism. But the alternative...
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an Arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision.
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice, and I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did, what you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you...
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
Fallacy. All you can do is follow your heart. That's good. Even the Supreme Arbiter seems to struggle to do the right thing by your laws. That's good. Which one do we want? Either or is good.
We don't know that for certain, but to an onlooker, without our knowledge, it could seem that way. And such presumed traitorousness would be very...
Even the Supreme Arbiter has struggled with this? That doesn't seem possible. But I suppose there's no way to ask her now. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other.
Guess a candidate can change his spots.
So, what course of action do we take now?
I shall have a better idea of wisdom to impart once I've gotten to the bottom of everything.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're still confused once everything calms, perhaps you might seek me out.
The dilemmas facing us are likely far more than two arbiters can decipher alone, unfortunately. But I suppose I'll keep that in mind.
Right.
I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy.
You're showing a lot more restraint these days than I'd expect. Mayhall's right to look up to you.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired. Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about... I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear into the mud. Push me. Virgil will know what to make of this. He'll... Together, we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully...
gotta wait to hear from Virgil. Does that mean... Diary of William Ray. The last day of William Ray, the faction quest. Okay, it's Annie's choice time. That's our employer. So we're going to work at Eden Base. This is the team till the end of the game.
Hey, when Auntie said they were dispatching a troubleshooter to manage this Spacer's Choice issue, I set my expectations low. But you, impressive. If Auntie has faith in your grit, gumption, and general ability to go healed into outrageous odds, so I'm Luttrell, and in case you were inadequately memorandized, I'm the reason you're here. I foolishly got wrangled into this insanity, and you're my only way out of it.
Hell yeah. Save for slips. I wasn't given instructions to let you live, so you died too. That's interesting.
Well, the short version starts in a shit system called Tau Ceti. Being assigned there was abominable. Just utterly miserable. And what's worse, a literal career dead end. When the anti-merger began, a junior exec named Ray convinced us we could leverage the opportunity. We'd use what could look better to the company than sneaking away from Anti and establishing our brand in a new system on our own initiative. The galaxy would be our Tartarus sauce. Because we had no choice. Arcadia has not been the hotbed of commerce we were expecting. Trying to convert these simpleton zealots from their king or calculus cult has been insane. Without more workers, we can't even compete, much less take territory. But we're barely surviving. So, that's it. I'm done. I want to way back to being gently gouged by good choices, even if it means returning to Auntie's fold. It is the only sound strategy. By my estimation, there are 3 people that need killing to make this all go away. Ray, his labor subjugationist Gray, and his adverse If they're gone, there'll be no true believers left to wrangle this herd of misfits. One or a few of them might attempt. It's my hope that Auntie will then take the rest of us back in, but that's for them to negotiate. I'm getting mine and getting out.
I'm off to get the job done. I strongly doubt there'll be any survivors. Cool.
I have nothing brilliant to tell you. If you stay on the central mine shaft, you'll meet pretty much every... Ray's office is at the end of the shaft, and he'll be surrounded by his anti-disgruntification troubleshooters. So, enjoy dealing with all. Believe me, it's my pleasure to get off this stinking rock. As soon as you cause a big enough distraction, I'm heading for the hangar and strategic...
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
What are you doing down here? What are you doing down here?
Unleash my might upon them!
employees. This is William Ray. There's been some commotion at Landing Pad 3. Please be mindful of any trouble arising and report it to your supervisor.
Got some bad company. Ready to waste them. On your command. Ready to dispense judgment. I've eyes on Miss. I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
Wait, no, I didn't want to go on the ship. Just wanted to fast travel up here. Okay, it's this way. So the bind key has to be around here then. All the way up here.
Unless you've a spare lift in your pack, we must find a different route. You don't, do you?
I have no idea where this might be. No, I need that.
Yes? What more help can I provide? I have nothing brilliant. Ray's office is at the end of the shaft, and he'll be surrounded. This is me helping you. I may be part of the security. As soon as you cause a big enough distraction. Yes? What more help can I provide? I have not. Ray's office is at the end of the. As soon as you.
Soldier, I need a report on the last...
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Stand ready. Our foes are close.
Particularly humorous.
That was useful, but this dude's freaking attacks. Man, what a good choice. This is a freaking dream team. And again, I can't loot this fucking port. There's nothing here. Even though they say it's on the minimap, I can't loot it. Another Oblivion. Alright.
Wow. Stay on guard. My injuries are not superficial.
I don't have...
You have my thanks and my hatred.
Always use more shock rod. 4,800 rounds should be sufficient. Short run, take some of them as well. We're in a very good spot here. A lot of ammo. Okay.
Slight weapons malfunction, and we lost AI Lester. But everything's perfectly all right now. So, cans of biscuits are 50% off the rest of the day.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
I am primed to punish. I despise asking for aid. And yet I must.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
I haven't really touched the armor in a while. What do we got here? Toxicity drain rate. Ooh. But the critical damage. Yeah, I can't get rid of this. Next one. Hardened slash-proof plate. Let's look at the armor. So, anything better? Yeah, there's something better. 6. 1. 3. 22! Alright, now we're cooking. That's probably the one I want. Yeah. This guy. Damage resistance plus 10%. Damage resistance plus 10%. No brainer. Okay, back to the weapons. What else do we have here? A multi-launcher. Now we're cooking. Mini rockets. 546 damage versus the bullet blunder. What's ammo type all? That's interesting. So these guns are creative. If I have to say that this gun is useless, it's Cleo's to hunt. We'll get rid of you and put on the multi-launcher. I think that's what I want. This guy. Okay, so we have our emergency stop, the chain spark cannon, and the multi. I think this is the. Oh, and I need the. What do you call it? Back here. Destruction device, grenade. Okay. This is heals 300 instantly 2 times. Heals 300 over duration, 375 over duration, 375 instantly. But this one's 2 times. I like that. This one's 550 over duration. Yeah, I ain't getting rid of that. I could totally use another freaking gadget. Let's go back to the character here. There has to be a freaking perk that lets me pick up like more health gadgets, like inhaler or something like that. I don't see anything here. I'll see it. Alright, whatever. Wow, okay, cool. 24 rockets. Last result.
Like a disruptive innovation that arrives without fanfare or pre-release marketing blitz, we seem to have a new competitor in our campaign of commercial combat. You are the poisoned saber of that abominable Raptidon in chiffon, come to neutralize the competition and merrily brutally execute the most ruthless of anti-competitive. Am I correct to assume that the beheadings will continue until my moonish visage sits alongside the others on her ghoulish table?
I don't want to kill this guy. Because the Xbox Twitter had a thing with him. Alright, let's see. That's why I was sent to... Yeah, I'm with Auntie's choice. That's why I was sent, but it doesn't have to end this way. Yes, I'm here to kill you. One unfounded accusation. Why don't you come down here and we'll talk about it? All these are good. Let's take... I kinda don't want to kill this guy.
Oh, so you're no anti-simpleton. You're a proper initiate of our capitalistic system. Given the alternatives, I am more than happy to negotiate.
We fight, and now we made it awkward. Let's surrender.
I'm sorry, come again? What in law's name makes you think Auntie would accept our surrender?
Problem solving that every CEO is looking for. Good. Lots of them, I don't care. It's their most profitable option. The top one.
I did, didn't I? It would be downright foolish for her to ignore all the untapped potential I represent. That's just the kind of paradigm-shattering thinking that catches the market unawares and solves all the universe's problems. All right, I'll do it. We'll get all of our woolly curds in order and then report back to the undisputed claim. Once she hears our tale, she'll accept us back for sure. Thank you for resolving this without further violence, friend.
The best possible outcome. Man, almighty, good. Now we gotta go back and see Annie all the way up here. I'm assuming that's my ship. That's incognito. Where do you guys want me to go? 80 meters up there.
There is no possible version of the universe in which I'd miss Tau Ceti. It was miserable there in ways that are, frankly, hard to quantify. It always felt to me like the terraforming just hadn't stuck right. Like they'd gotten some...
I'm never going to get all the mineral particles out of the treads of my boots.
Felt that way. I would have done absolutely anything to get me and my people out of there. So I've got no regrets about pretending to hitch our fortunes to Auntie. That was a piece of pudding. But claiming this asteroid, that may be another matter. I might have traded on a weak position by leaving Auntie so early. If I'd waited a bit, maybe I'd have found us nicer digs. If I don't figure out a way to change our fortunes, my people may be looking to hitch themselves to their own version of Auntie and leave me like Tau Ceti for more lucrative markets.
I'm curious what's gonna happen. Very curious what's gonna happen. Alright, we go to the undisputed clam. Undisputed clam. Okay, here we go. Back to the undisputed Okay, let's go find. Go all the way back to Plan Intake. Perfect metaphor. That's the was the competition. Well, here we go.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled. Remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process. 20 years to bring a new product to market.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. And you can turn it into try to wrap it up.
Directly above. An elevator? I think we did this. Required quest recall order for the... Yeah, we can go all the way up to the 4th floor. How about that? Okay, here we go.
Fired my last aide after an hour. Can't find good underlings these days.
2 of us can pitch in until the replacement arrives.
Product refinement have fresh orders. What's next on my agenda?
Our contractor's back from broken knees. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last. Your work is simply outstanding, ingenious, innovatory. Keep it up, you'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants. And covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes? Fortunately, when you're the head of an advanced medical technology corporation, you become first in line for any experimental life-preserving procedures. As far as what happened, I was the victim of an unfortunate industrial accident shortly after we arrived here, the details of which are less salient than the details of what comes next.
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body.
Let me guess, you're making that parts from legendary
I'll have you know, we at Auntie's Choice are far from blood simple. Where's the profit in killing all your enemies when you can co-opt and sell goods to them later? Ah, tut-tut. No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor. Not just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss, but we can show you how to find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Purchase and consume
with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you.
If you told me that Auntie's been living as a head in a jar for most of the war,
Commander, I have news. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Bringing our findings to Virgil will hopefully allow us to deduce some... I only hope it dispels some of the muddiness we've encountered so...
Let's finish off this last let's go all the way back to the... I thought that's where where do we go? Oh, right here. Rendezvous on the... Where is he? That's interesting. Okay, now we gotta go where? Right there. 270.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel.
Silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late. If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training grounds depths. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind a door next to those stairs.
Arbiter Nebs, the words are a song to my ears. This, no doubt, is the opportunity I have long awaited. These hapless recruits arrived just before the invasion. No sooner had they set down their bags than their instructors were called to the warfront. I read the fear, the uncertainty in their faces. And I knew, as this outpost's primary practice target replacement technician, I alone could teach them. They see me as their leader, their arbiter. I will not fail. Should the invasion breach our defenses, I will stand proudly at the vanguard, shoot to kill, and lead them to victory. Friendly face. Do come up.
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess.
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Consul, we stand...
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turret...
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
Yeah! How about that? How pathetic.
By operating at peak.
On your command.
no doubt the bulk of their number remains on the surface.
Hold. You were beginning to say something.
We cannot have this conversation until we are safe. Engage those on this.
Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Consul is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. Do you sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan?
Yeah, I saw this one coming.
You stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't believe this. The Consul must have captured you and sent...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those Sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments? I did what I thought was just.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired, why I did what I did.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
Trying to calm down. No. Yeah, I think we've had enough of this dramatic back and forth. We're gonna do here. Usually the top options are the best options in this game. They get progressively worse as you go down.
With the demands this war has made on us all, I'd not seen our mentor for some time. My visit was meant to be a surprise. Unfortunately, it was. I overheard her decision to align herself with the Consul before she realized I was there. This admission, I had no choice but to act.
But there was a choice. Why didn't you come to me? Together we could have come up with something. Some other course of action.
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith.
No. He may have done the wrong thing, but it's clear he did have compassion for a friend.
No. Sentinel Peralt's remarks were the first I'd heard of any secret room. I feared what you might learn there, so I scrambled to find an agent who might locate the room before you. I only had one contact who I knew. Unfortunately, it seems you found him before he could complete his task.
What about Junior Arbiter?
Would that he had. I had no wish to cause his death through my impetuousness. That is news to me. A Junior Arbiter judging Tristan. I can't imagine you let that stand.
Killing one of Arcadia's future arbiters over a singular breach of rank would have been most tragic, but this is not the matter we're here to discuss. No. I can, if the situation was truly as he claims, understand his initial decision. Perhaps I even sympathize, but playing false with me, That's another matter entirely, and the matter of justice remains. You're right. You're right. I can't let emotion get... I find myself torn. Though I still believe wholeheartedly, you taught me to judge based on merits. Together we spared some and executed others. But what I have learned with you shall be most Virgil is my sworn brother, and he acted under duress. But killing the Supreme Arbiter is unforgivable.
You killed him. No, I agree. No, this one.
Yes, but it is beyond the jurisdiction of even those such as us to mete out such a judgment. It should have been
And how would the Consul have reacted to an official accusation of treason by an inferior, no less?
But the Supreme Arbiter herself taught us exactly that. That evidence proves the crime.
Here we go.
Sure.
People change when faced with their own death. I would expect you'd learned that by now.
Virgil interpreted the law to the best of his ability. Punishing for that is wrong. I think it's this one.
Except that Arbiter's problem was one of intent, not action. I do see some semblance, however. But even if that is the case, there is no room for interpretation here. Sparing Virgil would directly reject all I've been taught to uphold.
Really? You kill your own brother where you spared a constellation before.
That was different and you know it. The severity of that crime was infinitely more minor. The law is clear on this. It is explicitly illegal for an inferior to execute their superior. The issue must be but is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol? I wish to argue with you. With myself, with Virgil, with the Supreme Arbiter. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother.
The top two are good. They're both good. Which one? Top one.
It could be better if I did not. I cannot be sure this path does not fly in the face of all I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal. I'll have to ruminate on it for some time. But that...
I know this decision can't have been easy. But better to make a hard choice you can live with than an...
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option. That's all well and good, but it shan't undo my act. 1,000 words of thanks for meeting me here, Tristan. I know, though, before I go, a parting gift.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the... Commander, this has all been... draining. I need time to process what we've learned today.
Okay. Man, these worldly Okay, back to the ship. Wait, hold up. Virgil will no longer be a problem. Perhaps Tristan will have time to digest what happened when you return to the ship. Okay, we gotta go to the ship. Which is right here. Can't fast travel. Why not? Okay, what did let me fast travel? There we go. Okay, where's Tristan at? All the way up there.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should... The only explanation is that they were lackeys of the consul. Why else would they engage someone such as myself without expecting reprisal? Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice that... I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence. But hope... Commander, I've had some time to... Despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I cannot help but be glad I did not need to slay him. I can only hope he does not run afoul of further sentinels. But allowing him to live was betraying the Protectorate, wasn't it? I find myself more torn than ever before, and yet it does not feel... You're right. Virgil was trapped between Protectorate law. Having good intentions does not spare you. Doing what you think is right does not spare you. Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body.
All you can do is uphold justice.
Can it?
Actual justice, not the Protectorate. It seems too far gone as far as I can see should. No! One person cannot be expected to change everything, but trying is better than not. What a trap question.
But how? I see. I must follow my own path, my own sense of right and wrong. I can only hope it has been cultivated properly. I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try. A drunken, disorderly subject once struck my faceplate with an electrical pitchball stick, resulting in a concussion. My head... When we began traveling together, you instructed I just be nice. I don't know if this was an opaque reference to the bear. I deeply appreciate your hand in this investigation, Commander, and in entertaining my...
Check back here.
There's anything worse than my former fellow Protectorate subjects, it's corporate toady, such as...
Let's see here. We have a secret facility. Enter the facility. Search for the mech body. Alright, let's see. And I think we've been here before. Yeah, we've been here before. So there's no bodies, no enemies. It should be straightforward. We killed everyone last time we were here. Alright, here we go.
Now is the
indoctrinated into the chaos of the Order.
How do I get in? Yeah, there is a hidden.
Let me know when you needed a stretch. The idea is to kill them before you die.
You have my thanks and my hammer. I'm glad. Furthermore, your choice to spare De Vries caught me off guard. Did she not harm you? I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
Okay, this might be tough. I thought they'd have more enemies coming after. Not very exciting.
Unless it's
the foundation that Auntie's choice...
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo's darlings.
Fort Worth, Nessie.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Experience the most sought-after inebriating on the undisputed arrested on. Exclusively here at Autumn Runner.
If I play through this again, I'm going to do the protector. Or side with the
To brighten your workday with a report of just how much money your toil is netting us.
Yeah, I'm going to do the other where instead of playing as many stories, you play as the order. Curious what it's clearly a different story. Okay, here we go.
Soon I'll be able to... You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here? Splendid. Oh, splendid! We'll ensure your reward matches the ample amount of faith I've placed in you. Nay, exceeds it. No additional hidden clauses. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into...
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share?
It should prove exceedingly intimidating to your rival. That's the choice. Observation 14. Fuck that.
The perfect understated threat to drive all my negotiations to their proper conclusion. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the Archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results.
Astutely observed, Auntie. Irrefutable at this point.
Stupendous! Pursuing data-driven results has been my mantra since my first day at Anti-Cleo's.
Next point of business. It's high time. There's no profit in or angle to gain from putting it off further. We need to deal with the Order. Why, the market penetration strategy devised by their Computronic doodad even supports this. Certainly they must see it coming. Its final point states as follows. Combine resources and know-how with the Order of the Ascendant to maximize collective reach and effectiveness. Not so much hostile as decisive. Targeted. A change in management. The salt tuna rots from the head, as they say. All those scientists will swiftly fall in line like annoying little overachieving school children once you've rendered her decedent.
Yes, well, I don't know if that's exactly what the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan meant by that step.
Now that's the Auntie I know. Ruthless, voracious, inspiring.
Knew you'd be on board. I do so admire the cut of your jib.
Bazaar's at Laplace's garden, the Order headquarters on Cloister. Our forces will meet you there. Help you wipe the chalkboard of any eggheads you encounter there.
And remember to stand proud, Ameliorator. You not only represent Auntie's choice, but are forging a path towards making a more meritorious, self-determinativist universe for us all.
Actually, I could just fast travel.
Auntie's choice.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy process.
And I take it they want me to go to Cloister, so let's make this my active quest. Alright, where is the objective? Kill Ruth. Let me look at the map here. Head games, the marketing maven, kill Ruth. Alright, that's what we're doing. This is gonna be a bloodbath. Let's go. We got it. Where's the problem? Looks like they took the Alrighty.
We cleared a path for you. Just mind the mess.
Even with all our fancy predictions, the bishop won't.
Here we go.
Go, Dr. Luke!
Grenade outbound!
Trouble about it. I haven't had it.
Apparently I need it. We'll take you up to 15. That guy took a lot of bullets to take down. Oh wait, there's people.
measures at the ready, Commander.
Got him dead to rights.
Also, as the expelled contents contain undigested...
Walking this long. Stand me back up.
They will definitely come after you. Fuck that. Bastard. What the hell was that? Alright, let's see where they put me. Please don't tell me I gotta do all this again. I gotta do all this again.
Is that what I think it is? Might finally be time for some action.
That one guy was a fucking bullet sponge.
Never would have guessed the Order had all this space available, given what we saw at Matriarch's Mercy. Wonder why they're not moving folks in.
Heard something.
I gotta leave.
Who goes yonder? Is that what I think it is? Might finally be time for some action.
Engineering 11.
And grow better than uninfected ones. Perhaps unsurprisingly, mislabeled this case of resulting in the expelling of the worm, the berries, and most of the person's gastrointestinal.
You guys ready? Let's fucking do it. Here we go.
I'm on. Ready to dispense study. Rosie, my injuries are not superficial.
Better if I go and see. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. And dig me in. Help me out.
You're...
Knew you had my back. Not walking this long. Stand me back up.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
in. I'll take care of him, Commander.
As long as that guy's still up there.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Look at this guy. Fucking A.
At your word, I shall charge!
Alright, let's try this again. Cool, I actually kept it where I wanted it, too.
Over with.
Oh, man, yeah. Ammo's.
I would not refuse to sit I've eyes on this creature.
Alright, let's see where we kept it in. I think I can get this. Where are you at? Somewhere on the map? I don't know where he's at. Where did he go? Where is he? Caused me quite a bit of trouble. Alright. He didn't. That's fine by me. It would take me 300. Oh, here he is. That's him right there. Here he is. You motherfucker. So he's back. Somewhere back here.
Give the water in. I'll take care of him, Commander.
What? Oh, it crashed. Well, how about that? What are the odds of that happening? It's obsidian. Odds are high.
On a scale of 1 to soil my trousers violently, how concerned should I be about this whole rift situation?
Alright, try us again. Oh, that was interesting. Good God.
To battle!
On your command. Bad. Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on both of us.
No! God! Oh God, no! Holy shit, that's another one. I time. If it crashes again, I'm done. Holy shit. I'd be concerned about your fucking...
On a scale of 1 to soil my trousers violently, how concerned should I be about this whole rift situation?
Hold on, man. I can see something. Bastard. Alright, well, let's try this. Here we go.
What the hell do you do?
That guy is a pain in the ass.
Let me know when you need a stretch. Check enemy like I'm turning.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's 3 for 3. We're done, man. I cannot.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
It's over. Can't do it. Yeah.